I'm going to try and tell my story right as much as I can. I'll miss years out in between because I'm only trying to remember like way back. So I was born into the Jehovah's Witnesses. By this time, 2003, I think, I had 4 children. 2 children to my first husband and 2 children to my second husband. And I was forced to marry this second husband, who was a Jehovah's Witness. And I obviously wasn't allowed to leave the Jehovah's Witnesses. It was so oppressive, it was terrible. But anyway, my ex-husband Thomas, when I was just about to get married to him, the elders came to me and took me in a wee room, and it was so shocking what was going on. I couldn't understand it because Thomas looked very angry, and they just said to me basically, and they were holding my arm while they were telling me, Thomas has had some problems with women, and we just want to let you know that we've got a duty to let you know that he has a problem with women. But have a happy engagement, this is lovely, and that was it. So then I was at my engagement party, and a girl locked me in the toilet with her, a girl I'd known from my youth. And she said, don't marry him, he raped me. Just please, like, I thought you were just going out with him and I didn't say anything, but now that you're engaged to him, I'm afraid for you. Like, he's not right in the head. And I was like, okay. So then after the engagement party, I said to him, this is what this girl said. And then everything just, like, he phoned elders and she got in trouble for saying it. And he said, she's just a liar. So I was like I was like, when you're in so much shock, like, I can't explain it. It's not shock. You don't have a brain as a Jehovah's Witness. You've got so much doctrine put inside you. Even when he was saying things like that, I was still thinking, oh, if I don't prepare for the meeting on Thursday, they're going to kill me. I need to get rid of that blue skirt because I know they don't like that skirt I'm wearing. I'll need to change that. That is all I was thinking about, right? Big matters don't even seem to be important for some reason. So anyway, we get there. We get married. On the wedding day, I didn't want to marry him. I could feel like I only was actually going with him because I wanted to be away from my mum and her authority. So I thought this is the only way to get somebody in between us as a man. So I thought I would date somebody. And so on the wedding day, like weeks and weeks going up to the wedding day, I kept crying to him and saying, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. He wouldn't let me break it off. And then on the wedding day, in the actual place, I said I don't want to marry him, and my stepdad grabbed a hold of me. My sister was crying and everything, and he grabbed a hold of me and he just said, you're going in there and you're going to do it. And he said a prayer to Jehovah for me, right? And the prayer must have settled my nerves a bit because I went back in and I married him. And then, like I said, at the wedding feast, the wedding, part, my ex-husband, his stepdad was calling me and his dad was calling me and my children chocolate faces, right, and packies and all the rest of it behind our back and a wee bit in front of us. But my sister must have heard all about it, and she gave a big speech saying, anybody says anything to my sister, I'll kill them and stuff. Then, like I told you, on my wedding night, she tried to kill herself in my bed, in the wedding bed. And anyway, I felt suicidal on my wedding day. Suicidal, can you imagine? Like a deep suicidal feeling. I got so mentally ill. And I didn't know why. That was the problem. I didn't know why. But obviously at the time, I'm looking back, like I could see they're going to do some heavy shit to me, Because my sister's making a big fuss about it. Something's not right, And I didn't want to marry him anyway. But anyway, throughout the marriage, Thomas kept coming to me crying, saying, oh, I had a thing with this sister, I snogged this sister, this other Jehovah's Witness, and I wasn't interested in him because I never wanted him in the first place. So I was like, go and do what you want, and I just kept saying, go and tell the elders, the routine. If you've done something wrong, go and tell the elders. He would go and take porn into his car and then come and cry at home and say, I did it, and I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, Anyway, then we went on holiday. We took a little au pair, a girl to help us because I had 4 children, and I woke up during the night on holiday and he wasn't in my bed, he was in her bed. And I was like, for fuck's sake, her mum and dad trust that she's supposed to be looked after by us and you're in her bed, So I just kept saying things to him like, you have to go and tell the elders, I can't help you, It's not a me thing, it's not for me to pray for you, the elders have to pray for you. So anyway, this kept going on throughout my marriage, and then one day, just before we split up, he never had any interest in my eldest daughter, Leonie, none whatsoever, right? He hated her because she was too like her dad, he said. And it was my mum who had said, be careful about what you put on Leonie. She's only 12, but she's being a woman now, so don't give her any of those funny wee bikinis. You know, she needs to be like dressed like a woman. Watch what bikini you wear. I couldn't understand what she meant, right? So I got her a palm tree bikini. Like, I think what she was saying was put a swimming costume on or not a bikini. Anyway, we're on holiday and I'm sleeping by the pool, and I just woke up and I was watching them playing, and he never plays with her, and all of a sudden he's playing with her, right? And I caught him with his hands right on her tits, and he was all excited, and I was like, oh fuck's sake, here we go again. So I just called him and said, can you come here and put some oil on my back? And that night I said to him, listen, you've done this with the little au pair, you've done this, you've done that. I says, but I cannot let you start playing about with my daughter. So he was just, he went red, crying, like as if he was raging but upset, but didn't know what to do. Anyway, we get back home from the holiday, and I said, right, I need to go and take Leonie to go and get the Marks and Spencers to get her measured for a bra. She's a big girl now. I'm coming. I said, you can't come because I'm in a mood with you anyway, right? Because of what happened on holiday. We don't need you there. It's me, the girls, a girls thing. It's a mummy and daughter thing. And then he starts going mental, like he's throwing a tantrum around the house. You know, you're not a good mum, blah, blah, blah. So he went to the elders, and then about me not letting him come and choose a fucking bra, right, for Leonie. So when he came back from the elders, he started doing the most weirdest shit. He said, you're not a good mum, and he starts putting the children's pictures all over the walls. Like, and we have a group meeting, a Jehovah's Witness meeting in the living room, so it's always kept nice. And he's sticking them up there saying, everybody sees you're not a good mum because you don't put the pictures up of the children, right? And I was saying, that's because I keep them all safe. I don't want anyone rubbing up against them, and I want to look at them. They're not for everyone else, they're for me, they're my children, you know. Anyway, there was no reasoning with him, right? He starts phoning police and fucking helicopters because I'm in Marks and Spencers, right? Choosing a bra without him. So I phoned the doctor, our doctor, and I said, listen, you know he's got a problem with psychosis. I don't know what is up with him. He wants to come and choose this bra, but I don't feel comfortable being around him at the moment. He's acting weird. The doctor phoned him and then said to him, what's wrong with you? Calm down. He phoned me back and said, she's the one that needs a doctor. Anyway, it goes on from here, right? So all of a sudden, all the Jehovah's Witness elders started walking into my house as if they owned my house and I was a guest, right? Stomping their feet around my house, looking in my rooms and shit, right? Saying, we're going to take the children off you, don't worry, don't kill yourself. To me, right? All of them. I realise now they didn't want a scandal, because if he had been taught, you know, if I had said, right,